Are we having fun today, gang? Yeah. I like to say there's nothing wrong with the F word, gang. Got to have fun. You can tell if somebody loves what they do or not. Hey, Rob, how's work going today? Be a lot better about 47 minutes. You ever heard somebody say something like that? So I want to have a little bit of fun with you today. As Lori said, I am a recovering CPA. For 2 years, I was an auditor. In the 2 years I was an auditor, not once did I hear this. Cool, the auditors are here. Nobody ever loved to see me, and I just felt terrible, and I didn't love my job. I love serving people. Have any of you ever experienced lousy service anywhere? What a stupid question. The positive side to lousy service is when we provide fantastic service, we stand out, and it takes teamwork. Teamwork makes the dream work. When we all do a little, we all get a lot. Look at these puppies, aren't they cute? And they're diverse, and they're getting something done. Maybe nothing good, but they're getting something done. Harry Truman said this, "It's amazing what can be accomplished when nobody cares about who gets the credit." Isn't that true? Winning teams do the basics very well consistently. It doesn't have to be fancy, but it's all about consistency. So our campers know what they're going to get, and they tell their friends and their neighbors, when you go here, oh my gosh, you're going to have fun, and the people are so nice. So if you have a handout, great. If you don't, you can follow along anyway. I'm going to share with you 4 characteristics I believe winning teams have. First, winning teams have a vision. What makes your facility fantastic? Anybody here ever use an Apple product? Yeah. In 1984, when the Mac came out, Steve Jobs says, our products are insanely great. Wow, they just work. How about Disney? Anybody ever been to a Disney property? Yeah, they teach their cast members, we're here to make people happy. I bet you're here to make your guests and your campers happy, aren't you? And then Cameron Mitchell Restaurants, they're in Ohio. And I love this. They teach their team members, the answer is yes. What's the question? Let's find a way to get to yes. So I ask you, when you think about your campgrounds, what are your wildly important goals? They should be meaningful, understood by everyone, and they define why your campground is an absolutely great place to work. I hate it when people quit and leave, don't you? It's worse when they quit and stay. How's that job? It's a job. How's that job? Oh, we have so much fun, and we make a difference for our campers. Oh, I love working here. I would never want to leave. So vision and then passion. Passion brings power. I want to be around people who are passionate for what they do. Now, passion, but authentic. Have you ever been around somebody who's a little fake, a little bit over the top? There is a lady who manages a convenience store in there where I live, and I know she means well. She's just so darn over the top. You can walk in, she'll be way in the back of the store. Hi, how you doing? It's like, shut up, back off on the sugar, you're freaking me out. She drives a little blue Chevy. When I see the little blue Chevy in the employee parking lot, I buy my Diet Dew elsewhere because the lady gives me goosebumps. So we need to be authentically passionate about what we do. Let's light a fire under them, not burn them at the campfire. Being great at communicating. If we don't let people know what's going on, people tend to assume the worst. So you're going to get back from this conference, you're going to have all sorts of new ideas. Share with your team members. You know, you don't have to know it all. You don't have to know it all. As a team, think about it. If 2 heads are smarter than one, think how smart all of us are as a team. That's what's great about a convention like this, where you're all sharing fantastic ideas. Does everybody on your team know what's important now? What's important this summer? What's important this season? Where attention goes, energy flows. So everybody knows this is what's going to make us great this year. And then consistency. Have any of you ever worked with a moody person? Please, no pointing. You know, if I come in to work with you and I'm in a lousy mood, what does that do to the team? Takes them right down, doesn't it? We don't have the right to be in a lousy mood. You probably heard it. I believe everybody has the potential to light up the room. It's just some light it up when they enter, some light it up when they leave. He's here all day, but you're bringing that authentic, positive energy. People want to be around you. In fact, part of consistency is this acronym, DWYSYWD. Do what you say you will do. When we do what we say we will do, we build trust. And think about it, every relationship in the world is built on trust. If we don't have trust, our relationship isn't worth much. And once we've earned that trust, now we can work together to remove barriers. Maybe you have a new product, a new service, and it looks good on paper, and then you roll it out, and you realize that your campers don't like it. You missed something. That can happen. Henry Ford said the secret to success is to fail fast. If it ain't working, let's get together. Let's figure out how we can make it work. In fact, I want to share a mistake we made at Dick's Supermarkets. As Lori said, I worked with Dick's Supermarkets. They were headquartered in Platteville, Wisconsin. It was a small company. We had about 9 stores at our peak. Great company. Loved working with them. This was back in 1980. It was the first year we had a holiday bag. We had a Christmas bag. And the bag had a picture of Santa Claus on it. And the bag was supposed to say, holiday happiness from all of us at Dick's. We forgot the at. Yeah, that was embarrassing. We had pallets of these things. And it was our fault, our marketing department. So we used them. We were just told, do not point it out, just use the damn bag. Excuse my language. Now, do you think it would have been a good idea to maybe have a couple more teammates check out the artwork before we went to press? Those 2 little letters kind of made a difference. Holiday happiness from all of us, Dick's. Yeah. For those of you who can't see it, that's what it says. Really, I hope I didn't embarrass anybody. All right, 3 job factors that matter most to team members. The third most important item, sympathetic help with personal issues. I'm not saying we want to be nosy, but if somebody has maybe a sick person, or this happened to me October 6, 1993. I was still working at Dick's Supermarkets. We had 1,500 team members who worked at the store. It was a Wednesday. I got up, I turned on the television, and there was Bryant Gumbel on the Today Show announcing Michael Jordan was retiring. I love Michael Jordan. Anybody here love Michael? Oh my gosh, Michael Jordan's retiring? What a bummer. I go out on my front porch to get my newspaper, and laying dead in the front yard was my cat, Johnny. Johnny was a big Jordan fan, threw himself in front of a car. Do you believe this? Michael Jordan retired and my cat is dead. What a terrible day off. About 1 o'clock in the afternoon, I get a call from Bob Broadbeck. Bob was Dick's son, and he was the president of the company back then. Hey, Rob. My microphone died, just like my cat. Yeah, that microphone is a Jordan fan. He didn't know. I'm sorry, microphone. Well, he's named after Michael. Microphone. That's right. Oh, we're good, aren't we? Bob calls me about 1 in the afternoon. I can't believe it. Hey, Rob. Yeah, Bob here. Hey, I heard your cat died. How you doing? How cool is that? 1,500 team members, and Bob calls me up at home. Now, I told that story once. A guy came up to me afterwards, and he said, are you sure Bob didn't run over Johnny? And I'm not. And Bob's still a friend of mine. There are some things you just don't want to know. So sympathetic help, the feeling of being in on things. Let people know what we're doing. Again, communicating. You know, again, they're going to have a lot of ideas too. They might have seen something like, oh, we could do this. You want to get people engaged? Use their ideas. That was my idea. How cool is that? And finally, appreciation. People want to feel appreciated. If you're wondering about wages, it came in number 5. Mary Kay Ash from Mary Kay Cosmetics said a long time ago, compensation is a right, appreciation is a gift. When we tell the team members we work with, we appreciate them being here. In fact, I'm really into acronyms. Do we have the thankful state? We're always looking for that opportunity to say thank you. Well, I have the SIP method to catch others doing something right. First, we want to be specific, because if we're not, they're not going to think we're being honest with them. Don't just go, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Tell them, thanks for coming in early. Mrs. Bachagloop called, and she said, you were amazing. Nice job. It needs to be immediate, so people know that you noticed it. And then it should come from the heart. It should be personal. People know you mean it. The more we catch each other doing things right, the less we'll catch them doing things wrong. I'm not saying we don't hold people accountable. We do, with respect and appreciation. But letting them know they don't want to leave you because they love working there, and because of that, your campers love coming to see you. What we want to do is make them say, wow, that place is amazing. Your team members, wow, I never want to leave there, so I want to teach you the international symbol for wow. Take 3 fingers, hold them up. 3 fingers, hold them up. Put them next to your cheeks. Say wow. Wow. You can freak people out with that, can't you? Wow. I said to a group recently, how do you spell wow backwards? The guy in the front row says, Mom? Well, my mom was a wow. But how do we earn those wows? How do we earn that loyalty? Our team members are loyal to us. They're bragging about what a fantastic campground we have. The most loyal people I've ever seen in my life ride Harleys. I mean, that's loyalty when you tattoo the Harley logo on your body, isn't it? You're not going to see these folks riding around on a Suzuki. Meh. Nothing against Suzuki, but they got to have the ba-da-da, you know, the sound of the Harley. Now, Lori, I don't think they know this. When we get done today, we will have a tattoo artist right out here. And if you'd like the Waco logo tattooed anywhere on your body, this could be huge. All right, maybe I'm making that up. I don't remember. I might have dreamt it. Bottom line, what's that? I'm not good with pain. I'm going to use one of the lick-on things, but it's all about relationships, isn't it? Help me out starts with an E, the ability to share in another's emotions, thoughts, or feelings. Empathy, not being judgmental. You know what they say, before we judge anybody, we need to walk a mile in their shoes, because then we'll be a mile away and we'll have their shoes. It's a deep thought, isn't it? All right, I'm going to pretend I'm a band director here, gang. What I want you to do is read these words out loud in unison. This is not a race. I will give you a count of 4. Then read these words out loud. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Green, red, blue, black, white, red, black, blue, green, red, white, blue, green.
White. Wow, nice job. You guys were no rehearsal or anything. That was outstanding. All right, let's try it a little differently. Instead of reading the words out loud, I want you to say the color of the words out loud in unison. Don't start till I give you the 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Red, blue, yellow, white.
What happened? Lori, we're going to have to go a little late. We're going to have to do Colors 101. I was worried about this. You look like a sharp crowd. I don't know. No. What I'm doing is, I'm teasing. What I'm doing is sharing with you the power of conditioning. If you could not read English, that second exercise would have been a snap. But it's hard to get beyond the words, isn't it? When we work with other people, sometimes it's hard to get beyond how they look. Oh, what's the deal with old people? Kids drive me nuts. Rich people, poor people, white, black, Asian. I have never in my life met anyone who does not want to be treated with respect. Every time I run into that guy, he's so sincerely respectful. I just hate that. Nobody says that. Nobody says that, right? Take your right arm, hold it straight out in front of you, please. Do not hurt your neighbor. No fighting. No fighting. Eyes on me, give me an okay sign. I want you to take that okay sign and put it right on your chin. Chin, not cheek, chin. Chin. Drop them. I got a bunch of you. Did you hate that? Actions speak louder than words, don't they? Actions speak louder than words. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think. I don't care what you believe. I care what you do. I was behind a little red Honda recently. On the back of the car, it had a bumper sticker with a picture of a cell phone and a slash through it. And the bumper sticker said, "Hang up and drive." I passed the lady. She's on her cell phone. Oh my gosh, lady, have you read your car? My gosh, what are you doing? Help me out with this. The nonverbal messages we send to others every minute of our waking life. What am I talking about? Body language. Your body language, my body language is a walking billboard of our brand. Are you walking with a bounce in your step, sparkling in your eye, have that smile going? Have you ever run into somebody who says they're in a good mood, but they forgot to notify their face? I know I have. Studies have shown that people who walk faster than average are perceived to be more intelligent. So even if you don't know where you're going, hit it. Go, go, go. Look out, lady, I'm trying to look smart here. I have no idea where I'm going, but man, I am making some good time. All right, I'm exaggerating, but I bet you've been around people like this. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Went to bed till like 2 this morning. Had to be to work at 7. 3 people called in sick. I don't know if I'm ever going to get out of here. Did you need some help? Good, I got to get a break. It's showbiz, baby. The curtain's up. And absolutely, absolutely everything counts. Here are some watches I've scanned in. They're all different name brands. They're all analog watches, which means they have hands on them. Look very carefully. Do you see anything in common on those watches? They have the same time, don't they? I guarantee if you start paying attention to advertisements for analog watches and clocks, you will notice the vast majority of the time they're pictured at 10 after 10. And it's because advertisers understand everything counts. Those hands, they're in the shape of a smile. It's a subliminal message, so you will like their product just a little bit more. Now, every time you see a watch or clock pictured at 10 after 10, please think of me, Rob Bell. You're going to see it all the time. I absolutely guarantee it. Now, if you have a handout, you have these 8. If you don't, you just follow along. I'm going to give you 20 seconds. I want you to go through and just decide if it's a positive or negative. P for positive, N for negative. You have 20 seconds. If you're sitting next to somebody who looks smarter than you, go ahead and cheat. All right, 20 seconds. P for positive, N for negative. I'll bet as you're going through them, there are a couple of them you would love to add 2 words. It depends. All right, so let's get through them together. Letter A, raising an eyebrow, positive or negative, what do you think? Right, why could it be positive? Yeah, or you're interested in the conversation. Why negative? Yeah, you just gave me the stink eye. I saw it. You got a good stink eye. Now, I'm not good with the eyebrow. I have to use a finger assist. You know, like, wow, weirdo. So it depends, doesn't it? How about smiling? How about nodding your head? How about remaining silent when someone is talking? Now, I'm going to get home tonight. I haven't seen my wife, Carrie, since yesterday morning. When I get home, she's going to want to talk. Carrie, I used all my words. She hates that when I say that. Yes, dear, let's talk. I'll be on the couch watching SportsCenter, nodding my head and being very quiet. TV guide to the head. That's why I wear protective eyewear. Have you ever been speaking with somebody and they're nodding their head and they're being very quiet, and you can tell they are not even in the same time zone? They're thinking of the budget meeting tomorrow or vacation next week. Absolutely everything counts, doesn't it? How about keeping your back turned to the other person? Multitasking and remarkable service do not go well together. Our campers are never an interruption. The camper is the reason we're here. So I might be over here and I'm working, I'm cleaning, I'm really busy. You walk up behind me and say, "Excuse me, can you help me?" "Well, what can I do for you?" Or, "Excuse me, can you help me?" "You bet, what can I do for you?" I want to serve you as if you have MMFI tattooed on your forehead. Make me feel important. I am here for you. In the back of my mind, I might be going, "I do not have time for this." But you're not going to know it because I am here for you. How about making eye contact? How about looking at your watch? Yeah, have you ever been speaking with somebody and you really are interested in the conversation, but you just want to know what time it is? Hey, you got to be somewhere? "No, I just needed to know the time." How about looking at your watch? All right. How about facing the person whom you're speaking? Make sure you give them that personal space. Do you ever see Seinfeld with the close talker? Yeah, so give them a little space. Give them a little space. All right, help me out with this. Starts with an L. When we're doing this effectively, we do not attempt to evaluate the speaker, but rather suspend our own thoughts. What am I talking about? Listening. Have any of you ever been speaking with somebody and had the feeling you were not being listened to? Yeah, anybody here married? Listening is an active skill. We hear with our ears. We listen with our minds. In fact, research has found that most of us think to ourselves at an amazing speed of between 400 and 600 words per minute. Have you ever tried to go to sleep at night and you cannot get your brain to shut up? Drive you crazy. On the other hand, people speak at about 125 words per minute, with gusts up to 150. There's a lot of extra room there. You might be talking to me at about 137. My mind's going about 4:49. You're talking to me. I'm thinking, let's see, when I get out of here, I need to get some gas. I need to go home. Carrie tells me I kept you. I'm sorry, what were you saying? Have you ever asked somebody for their name, and between the time you ask them and the time they give it to you, you forget to listen? And your name was, I got to get an oil change. Shoot, what did you just say? I was speaking at an event a few years ago where the gentleman who was going to introduce me introduced himself to me. However, I was more interested in me than him, and I forgot to listen. So, oh my gosh, and everybody had their name tags on these little lanyards like you all do. So I very casually looked down at his name tag. Yeah, believe it, it's turned over. This is horrible. So I say to him, how do you spell your name? E-D. I said, well, I thought maybe you'd go with 2 Ds. He says, yeah, right. See, I don't want to do that. Have you ever noticed that the word listen and the word silent use the exact same letters? If we are truly going to listen to other people, we must silence our self-talk. I'm not saying to disengage. I'm challenging you to engage and be in the moment. And when we truly listen to other people, we honor them. Wow, she really understood what I needed there. Wow, I love working here. What a great team we have. So I want to share with you 5 levels of listening. They're the place to jot it down on a handout. If you have it, the lowest form isn't listening at all, it's ignoring. Have you ever walked into a place of business and nobody acknowledges you? Nobody says a word. You know, when somebody walks into your house, you don't go, wonder what he's doing here. You go, hey, welcome, glad you're here, don't you? We're directors of first impression. Somebody pulls into your campground, welcome, we're going to have fun, glad you're here. Wow, they're so nice. Then there's pretend listening. I've gotten in trouble with pretend listening at home. Carrie's talking to me, I'm pretending to listen, she's talking, I'm pretending, all of a sudden she go, what do you think? Yes. You were listening. I'm sorry, Carrie, so you don't want to do that. And then there's always selective listening. We all do it. We hear what we want to hear, and we disregard the rest. So these 3 are not great for building relationships. Now we're getting to the good stuff, attentive listening, where I consciously choose to stay in the moment. When I feel and I hear my mind start to wander, I bring it back. The highest form is empathic, where you not only care about what they're saying, you also care about how they feel about what they're saying. Very important if you have an upset camper, upset team member. Empathy can take that negativity right out of the air. Now, you don't always have to keep it to empathic. If somebody comes to your beautiful facility and says, excuse me, can you tell me where the restroom is? You don't have to say, I feel your pain. And you are really going to love our bathroom. Well, yeah, just show me the restroom, really. I'm not kidding here. Who'd you rather be around, a positive person or a negative person? Me too. Are you positive? You're positive. The words we choose are so important. So I want you to pair up in 2s. If you have an odd number of people around you, one of you can just watch. Again, I'm not going to ask you to do anything weird, I promise. Pair up in 2s. So figure out who you're going to work with, if you would, please. All right, now what? I need one of you to be partner number 1. I'll let you do the math. The person whose birthday is closest to today is partner number 1. Can be before or after. Do the math, please. Closest to today. Birthday's closest to today. If there's a tie, partner number 1, you are the person with the largest face. Okay. Oh, on your watch. I forget that part. All right, are we ready? So we have partner number 1 and partner number 2. Listen very carefully. Partner number 1, using body language and tone of voice indicating you, partner number 1, I want you to start a conversation with partner number 2. Just that, let's plan a vacation. Then partner number 2, I want you to start planning the vacation. So 1 step. Partner number 1, you had a step. You're going to go back and forth for 20 seconds planning this vacation. One more thing, each step must be preceded by yes, but. Okay, partner number 1 to partner number 2, let's plan a vacation, 20 seconds, go. All right, that's 20. Come on back, campers. All right, we're going to do it a little differently this time. This time, partner number 2, I want you to start a conversation using the exact same phrase, let's plan a vacation. Then partner number 1, you add a step. And again, you're going to go back and forth for 20 seconds. However, this time each step will be preceded by yes and. Okay? Partner number 2 to partner number 1, let's plan a vacation. 20 seconds, go. All right, team. Come on back. Which vacation would you prefer to be on, yes and or yes but? I'll bet with yes but you never even got out of the driveway, did you? That but is just like an eraser. It shuts down creativity. It shuts down opportunities. I'll bet everybody here has seen Saturday Night Live, been around forever. Saturday Night Live, they use yes ending for improvisational humor. Life is improv. When you got up this morning, nobody said, here's your script for the day, did they? No, life is improv. The more we can say yes and, the more opportunities we will all have, because yes beats no. Of course beats maybe not. I don't know. I hate it when people say it's against our policy. It's against our policy. Sorry, in the spit zone. It's against our policy. Isn't it nicer to say, let me tell you what I can do? Let me tell you what I can do for you. Let's get to yes. I'm not saying to give the company away, but let's find a way to make that person happy. They're your team members, thank goodness for them. Your campers, they're here to have a nice time. We want to keep them safe, and we want them to have a lot of fun. If there's a reason, tell them. It's for your safety. It's for your confidentiality. How about thank you? Thank you. Ever been served by somebody, instead of saying thank you, they say have a good day? Doesn't that drive you nuts? What's a good response for thank you? Yeah, here's another good one. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thanks a lot. My pleasure. Here's one I hear a lot. It's not terrible. It's average. Average is boring. Thank you very much. Yup. Thanks a lot. No problem. Oh, is there a problem? No, no problem. Then unless you're from Jamaica, no problem, man. I would not choose no problem in a professional environment. It's got 2 negative words, no problem. Now, if somebody says, gee, I hope I didn't cause you a problem, then don't go, you're welcome. Then go, no problem. My name is Rob. Let me know how I can help you in the future. Have you ever walked up to somebody and said, hey, how's it going? It's going. Hey, how's vacation? Too short. Hey, what's new? You don't want to know. I'm so mad at my brother, I don't know what I'm going to do. My son, he got another speeding ticket. You know, I have these nasal polyps. I think they're contagious. Yeah, what do you think? 90% of the people who ask you how it's going don't care. That's right. They're just being nice. And the other 10% probably think I deserve all the problems I'm whining about. So how's it going? It's going great. How's vacation? It's fantastic. Missed you guys, though. It's good to be back. I'm on the road all the time. Because of that, my wife takes care of everything around the house. She really does an amazing job. A few years ago, we built a garage back behind our house, and until I got home on Saturday, I honestly didn't even know where the garage was going. They're pouring the cement. I said, Carrie, this is outstanding. Last summer, I'm in my hometown. I live in Lancaster, Wisconsin. I ran into a guy I hadn't seen in a long time. He goes, hey, Rob, how's it going? I said, it's going great. He said, you're putting on a new front porch. Really? Gee, you think she'd tell me? Really? He says, yeah, right there. Oh, thanks, Jim, you jerk. No, I didn't say jerk, but I sure thought it. Why do people say stuff like that? Put on a few pounds, have you? You're looking a little gray. You look tired. No, I feel pretty good. No, you look tired. Well, thank you. But you're that positive person. You notice the good stuff. Hey, I like your glasses. I like your watch. You need to be sincere. I mean, if I'm driving a rusted out piece of junk, don't go, nice car. But you're that positive person. People want to be around you. I started working at Dick's Supermarket in Dodger, Wisconsin when I was 17 years old. And I was really shy before that. And Dick's Supermarkets gave me the skills to say hi to people and to make eye contact. And they changed my life. In fact, I chose to go to school at the University of Wisconsin in Platteville for one reason. Dick's Supermarket in Platteville was the Taj Mahal. It was the biggest Dick's supermarket in the company. And Dick Broadbeck, this amazing cheerleader who started the company, his office was in the Platteville store. I'd met him in Dodgeville, but I didn't know him. I want to know this guy. So I transferred to the big store. Oh, so cool. I'm in the biggest store in the company. I'd only been there a couple of weeks when the bookkeeper called me into the office. She says, Rob, you want to take a delivery today? Cool. I get to drive around town in the company station wagon. We didn't have minivans back then. I said, Joni, I would love that. She says, great. I need you to take the delivery to Hardee's. Hardee's? Joni, you can see Hardee's from the parking lot. Thought I was going to get to drive around town. She says, well, you want to make the bank deposit too? Whoa, you're trusting me with the bank deposit for Dick's Platteville, biggest store in the company? You bet they must think I'm good. So I'm having a great day. I load the car up. I drive down the hill to Hardee's, unload the order, get back in the car. The bank deposit bags are gone. I'm 19 years old and I've lost the bank deposit bags for Dick's of Platteville. Want to be having a bad day? Ah, oh my gosh, I get out of the car. And on the roof of the car is one of the 2 bank deposit bags. Nice job, moron. I left the bank deposit on the roof of the car. And one of the bags was gone. Ah! I take the one bag that's left, throw in the car, lock the car, I go running up the middle of the street, back to the store. It's got to be here. It's not. Oh, man, oh, man, oh, man. So I go in the store and I call for the store manager. He comes up front. Hi, John. How's your day? Yeah, I'm having a good one. You got a second? John, I lost one of the bank deposit bags. Excuse me, John, you better get out there and find it. Yes, sir, and I'm out there, and so is John. I'm thinking to myself, loser, moron, idiot, worst day of my life. And the next thing you know, out walks Dick Broadbeck. You know Dick's Supermarkets? Our father who art in Platteville? I mean, we're talking the big guy. Just keep looking, son. Oh, my gosh, it's Dick. Somebody told Dick I'm going to jail. Oh, my gosh. We don't find the bank deposit bag. Finally, Dick says, come on. Get back to work. We're not going to find it. Rob, you take the car back to the store. John, you make what's left of the bank deposit. Oh, that hurt. I get back in the store. I'll tell you what. I am not saying hi to customers right now. I'm having a bad day. And all of a sudden, over the public address system, I hear Dick Broadbeck say, Rob Bell, come to the office, please. Rob Bell. To the office. Click. I just hope he makes it quick. I really liked working here. Have a seat. Yes, sir. Dick, I'm so sorry. I'm the biggest idiot in the world. I can't believe this happened. I'm so sorry. And Dick says to me, you're not an idiot. You made a mistake. The only people in this world who don't make mistakes are those who don't do anything. On top of it, a gentleman found the bank deposit bag, and he brought it back. Oh, thank goodness. Rob, from now on, you're in charge of making all bank deposits for Dick's of Platteville. Are you kidding? No, because if there's anybody who keep his eyes on the bank deposit bags. I never did lose another bank deposit bag. I do have to admit I did get a little bit overly loyal. Here's a picture of me in 1974 next to my dorm room door. Notice I have different glasses and I've not started construction on the front porch. Otherwise I look exactly the same. It's amazing how I'm maintained. Back in 1974, my fellow dorm mates are painting album covers like Pink Floyd, Dark Side of the Moon next to their dorm room door. Not me. I painted a Dick's grocery bag next to mine. That's a little weird. But it's a lot of loyal, isn't it? Have any of you ever made a mistake? Have any of your team members ever made a mistake? You know, if you're in a leadership role, keep this in mind. I hear some people say, I'd rather be respected than liked. What if you're both? What if people actually love working with you? Do you think I loved working with Dick Broadbeck? Absolutely. Great leaders are cheerleaders. I mentioned earlier we think to ourselves at between 400 and 600 words per minute. We are what we think about most of the time. What if you got up this morning and said this to yourself? I'm so tired. Say it, please. Say it again. Say it like you mean it. What if instead you got up and you said this? I'm alive. I'm awake. I feel great. Well, I'm way feel great. light, and weight. You're great. Gonna have a great day. Gonna have a great day. I'm pumped. Now, I don't want you to be over the top. It's called kinesiology, the mind-body connection. When you choose to start your day in a positive way, you will be able to deal with the challenges that come your way much more effectively. Light, weight, you're great. Remember this, your body hears everything your mind says, doesn't it? Your body hears everything your mind says. Choose to stay positive. Choose to enjoy the moment. Right now is almost always perfect. My wife and I live with a Zen master, and I know it's a little odd and it's expensive. He's worth it. He's always in a good mood. He never holds a grudge. He's always in the moment. I actually brought a picture of him. That's T-Biscuit. He does have a slight drinking problem. Cat loves a good bottle to hang on to. I love sitting on my front porch, that little guy in a big truck. Ooh, squirrel. Ooh, see a little nose sniff it. Oh, it does smell like spring. When I'm out driving, I love to look at the cattle. I love to look at the clouds. Sometimes I look at the road. Life is good. Now, once in a while, you might feel offended. Have you ever been offended by someone? If you are ever offended, I want you to think of a Q-tip and quit taking it personally. Get the ego out of the equation and life goes a lot better. Sometimes we get upset and excited over the dumbest stuff. Just let it go. All right, take both arms, hold them straight out in front of you. Now I want you to cross your arms and notice to yourself which arm is on top. Please do not say it out loud. I'm guessing it's either right or left. Okay. I'm a professional at this. All right, take your arms out straight again. I want you to cross your arms, but with the other arm on top. How's that feel? Some of you can't even do it, can you? Drop them. I'm just trying to prove this, gang. Change is uncomfortable. Change is inevitable. It's growth. It's growth that is optional. What we need to do is avoid getting cyclosclerosis, hardening of the attitudes. The 6 worst words in business, we've always done it that way. You know, we just changed our clocks again. My gosh, let's give that up, don't you think? Why do we do it? Because we've always done it that way. In fact, I'm thinking about running for president, and that's my whole platform. I think I'll win, don't you think? Wait a minute, I'm not running for president. We've always done it that way. That won't work. You know what? Some of the dumbest ideas in the world, when worked on by an excited, enthusiastic, empowered team, can be so important. Whose idea was this? Or whose idea was this? You hear the difference? If it ain't broke, break it. Let's reinvent the wheel. Wouldn't that be lucrative? I said to my son a few years ago, you know what, Craig? When I was young, we used to get up to turn the channel. No. And Craig, we only had 3 channels. You have got to be kidding me. Do you remember the first time you were in a hotel and they actually had a remote control? You're thinking, man, we are living large. It's got a remote. It was bolted to the desk. Do you remember that? You could steal the television, but you are not getting that remote control. What is a wow today is a standard next year. That's what's fantastic for you to be here and share ideas with each other. How can we make our campgrounds even more fun? How can we make it even more enjoyable to work with each other, to share ideas? It's just amazing what you're doing here. Anybody know how many seeds are in an average apple? I'll tell you, between 4 and 8. More importantly, how many apples are in a seed? You plant that seed and it germinates and a tree grows, and year after year is producing fruit. That's what we're here for, to plant seeds, not weeds, to make a difference in other people's lives. Let's see, Dan? Don. Wouldn't it be great if 10 years from now, Don was saying, you know what? If it wasn't for Rob Bell, I wouldn't be here right now. And when I get out of jail, I'm going to find that guy. Ladies and gentlemen, it's a lot more fun to be excellent to mediocre. Do you agree? Absolutely. A lot more fun to be excellent to mediocre. Let's have fun out there, and let's make them say, wow, baby. Thank you very much. Thank you. You guys are amazing. It's a pleasure. Thank you. Wow. 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 Thank you. Wasn't expecting that. I'm going to, somebody tell my wife I got a standing O. She never believes it.
Isn't he amazing? You know what's more amazing? I found him in Galesville, where I live. I'm like walking back to the campground one night. I'm like, oh, we're having a chamber after 5. I should probably stop in. There was Mr. Rob Bell. So we are very excited to have him. I think he's amazing. We're so lucky to have him start out today. As you can imagine, some of our cancellations today include the Wisconsin Marching Band. And as he has done throughout this conference, been right by my side when we've had one of these oopses and cancellations, Mr. Hazelbaker has come up with a way that we can still have the Marching Band of Wisconsin. So if you would like to dribble right behind us, we will walk through the trade show and make like we have the marching band. Okay, Mark's got a plan. It's going to sound great. You're going to have to do a little fake until you make it kind of thing, but I think we can do it. Yeah. I'm a little concerned about the polka music, but we're going to do the best we can, all right? Got her?